Hi there, Sergey again. In the last video I told you about different markets and how to start investing, but didn't actually show you how to buy a stock. And today I want to cover this gap. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Today I will show you how to invest money on eToro exchange platform and also copy trading platform. First of all, you may ask why eToro, and my answer would be because it has really nice and user-friendly interface that is understandable even for beginners. And believe me, after trading and investing on different platforms, this is true, because on others it's not so easy to understand your leverage, position, sizing and all these technical details, especially when you're just starting. And on eToro they made it really easy, but we will get there. So this is a home screen when you log in under your account, and that's what you can see, the timeline of prices of different assets, your total portfolio value. You can switch between different ranges such as week, months, like half a year, and here you see cash available and total invested, as well your current profit and loss. If we scroll down a little bit, we can see news feed. You can post yourself something if you have some thoughts or ideas, or you want to create a poll and ask for some opinion. So you can do that too, or you can read other users' posts, same as Reddit or Twitter or whatever. On the right side we have big movers, and you can change from risers to losers. So you might see if you want to buy something that is dropped or sell something that is risen, and you have position open in that asset. And under movers we have a small snippet about current performance, and as you can see, last month my account gained 535%, and this is really good in 1 month. Now let's go to the next section, call it watch list. In the watch list section you can see a list of stocks, indexes, cryptocurrencies, ETFs that you are already added to watch list, that you are planning to buy or sell. And if you did that already, you see this small icon. If you hover over it, you will see your current P&L, and as you can see, I am in small plus in my Apple investment. You can further down filter this watch list by clicking on these small pillows. As you can see, these are stocks or different assets that I currently hold in my portfolio. If I wanna combine this list with stocks, or let's say just stocks but not specifically already added to my portfolio, so I can unclick on my portfolio and see only stocks. Then if I want to see stocks and ETFs, I would do that like this, and say if I want to see commodities as well, so I click on commodities and it will be added. As you can see, I quit from oil and gold as an commodity. I bought them as ETF, so that's why I don't have anything here. But you got the idea about filtering. Same about indexes, cryptocurrencies, or people. So you can copy someone by clicking this button. And this is main killer feature of the eToro, but I'll come back to this later and tell you about how to select good traders or investors so you won't lose money, because this guy, as you can see, has quite a high risk score. So you probably would like to find someone with lower risk score to decrease your potential losses if something will go not in your direction. And the last one is SmartPortfolios. So let me untick the previous ones. Basically this is a kind of thematic stocks or collection of stocks made by eToro. So if I click, for example, on this Outsmart Nasdaq, so let's see how it performed and what's there. It's not as good last year, but this year it's already made 21% almost. And if I click on portfolio, but also you can see biggest investments or asset allocation in this portfolio in these stocks, but the full list is here if I switch to the portfolio. So you can see the current allocation and current P&L of each investment. Now let's switch to the next portfolio section. And here you can see all my investments in different assets. As I mentioned it in the previous section, Watchlist, I also can filter on commodities, indexes, stocks, ETFs, or crypto, or I can just tick and see manual trades. It's more or less the same as in the Watchlist. For example, if I made several investments and wanna check how it performs, so I click on this one. As you can see, in technology sector, I made 2 investments at different time, both of them in small profit. This one is actually with a good profit, and I set take profit. So once the price reaches that one, it will be closed automatically. Now let's go to Discover section. Here you can see investment opportunities if you want to buy in VIX, which is volatility, or you want to copy this guy, or you want to buy some ETF or invest in SmartPortfolio. Here are the top options that eToro is offering, but let me go through the list and I will explain each and every section here. So the next one is daily movers. Basically, these companies risen quite high, as you can see, almost 15% and these companies had dropped. If you wanna check more details about these companies, just click view all. So as you can see here, you see a list of companies, but by default this list is not sorted. So if you click on change, that's what I'm usually doing. These companies risen quite a lot, and these ones have dropped. And you can change the default range from 1 day to 1 week or 1 month, and see respective percentages of the price change. So let's come back to the main section. The next one is most popular stocks that are mostly traded, and as expected, you can see here Tesla, Amazon, Apple, Meta, and Microsoft, the biggest stage companies. That is what usually traded on the market a lot. And now we came to the main feature of eToro, call it copy trading. So let's see the full list of copy traders. So as you can see, the list is divided on different sections. First one is called most copied. Basically, there is a list of traders or investors who are mostly copied. And trending, the next one is the list of people who are getting more traction, and a lot of new folks or other folks starting to copy them. And the next sublists are kind of subsections or filters by different strategies. For example, these guys like long-term stock investors, that they are buying stocks just for long-term, like 5 years or even more, that they are not trying to short or sell or do something like that. And as the opposite, long-short investors introduce some shorting into their trading strategy to get some profits from the smaller market downturns. And multi-strategy investors, these folks are usually trying to sell and trade different asset classes. They are both doing buying and selling, so it's kind of a mix of everything, whatever is possible. But let's take a look at each of them. So if I click here, you will see that by default the list shows you performance of the most copied people for the last 2 years, and you can filter it here for, let's say, current quarter or last month. But better to find someone who is doing well in the long term. For sure you can filter by return and see huge percent, something like 176%, and let's click on this guy and see how it is doing, how he's doing. So yeah, he made quite a lot of money and then lost 40% last year, and this year is making 20%. Most likely he's trading crypto, and let's see. Yeah, and as I expected, he's invested a lot in tech companies such as Google and crypto as well, but all other ETFs or
just different companies, so his volatility is quite high. And yeah, let's find someone. For example, if you want to find someone with lower risk, so you can go to advanced filtering, and let's say risk score should not be more than 4, and click apply. And yeah, now you see guys who made pretty decent percent, 71% for last 2 years. And let's check this one. Yeah, this is a good one. As you can see, he's profitable and I guess beating the market. This year it already green and he made 18%. So let's check the other. Yeah, this is a really good guy, and yeah, as you can see, he got traction recently with 2000 copiers, and his risk profile is really low. So if you don't want to trade yourself and looking for someone to copy, that would be a good idea to take a look at that guy. But as I said, I gave you just some idea. You need to do your own research whom to copy. And yeah, let's come back to the main list. So let's check trending, and here, as you can see, default sorting is changed from not from copiers but to the copiers change. So this guy is getting traction. Let's see. And yeah, as you can see, he also profitable for the last 3 years and made quite a lot of money already, 15% for just 4 months this year. This is a good result. And come back to the main list again, and then long-term stock investors. Let's see what's here. Yeah, as you can see, sorting here is by return, not copiers change or copiers. And if you click that one, as you can see, this guy made almost his money, and actually the number is almost the same like January 2021. So he might abandon trading after January that year, because he didn't make any difference, and next year he lost, and this year is just 4%, so it's just peanuts. And yeah, as you can see, it might not be a good idea, so that's why you need to carefully double check performance of each and every guy before copying. Let's take a look, for example, on the next one. Yeah, this is a good one too. Last year he made almost no red months, only December, and this year is also green, and hopefully April he will finish in green too, and 15% per year. It's a really good result. But just to be cautious, better to find someone who trading for longer term, like 2, 3 years, 4 years on the platform, so you make sure that this guy or girl has a stable income and a stable trading strategy, and it's not just luck. And let's come back to the next section. It's long short investors. Here, as you can see, also filtering by return, so it's more or less the same as the previous ones. The only difference is in trading strategy or assets that they are using to trade. So these guys, my guess, has some short positions. Let's check if there is. Yep, as you can see, they have a selling position and also buying position, so that's why it's called long short. But the main idea of selecting good traders is more or less the same. Let's take a look, for example, on this one. Yeah, just not for long on this platform on eToro. So let's check the actually previous one. Yep, more or less good. This year percentage is not as high, but might be considered as an option. And let's see, this guy is really low percentages, but also low risk, so it really kind of stable investment. As you can see, he traded for over a year, like almost 1.5 year with no red months, but percentage itself is also low, so it's barely beating just inflation. So I don't know. And let's go back to the last one, multi-strategy investors. So let's see, what do we have here? So 60% for last 2 years. Actually, you see the difference here. We see 1 year. It's not for 2 years. Let's check, for example, for last 2 years. Okay, it's a bit changed, but let's come back to the original one. So last 12 months. Okay, it's interesting, not a glitch by eToro, but they don't have like last year or something. Let's come back like this and see on this guy once again. So I guess he did a lot of crypto in the past, then skipped half of the last year, then come back to investing this year. And let's see what he's trading. Okay, so he's purely trading with just 15% of his total balance, and currently selling oil. So yeah, as you can see, this guy is purely trader, not investor. So take this into consideration. So that's basically it about eToro platform review. You can select different filters when looking for someone to copy. So you might filter by country, by risk score, by copiers change, weekly drawdown. So there are a bunch of ideas, but the overall idea to find folks who are making stable income for a longer term, not just made 100% in last 2 months. So that's not the idea. Otherwise you will end up losing money, because there are quite a lot of folks who are made 1000%, but just being lucky. Because for example, if I let's say remove all filters here and show you maximum possible variance, so you see like 88,000%, and if I click on that guy, you will see like, I don't know, maybe it's a eToro glitch, but like 150,000%, or I can't pronounce it. it's too many, or too. Yeah, and for example, if we filter by risk score and let's say 4, see. So yeah, like guy made 600%, and let's see, and it was last year. So I'm also not sure if it was a glitch or what it was. So next section is trending assets. So as you can see, there are some stocks or currencies or maybe ETFs or commodities that are mainly interested or interesting community. So they are trending and people buying or selling them. So you can take a look at them and decide for yourself if you want to go to invest into them or no. So there are by default 50 assets. So that's the idea for you. And go to the next section is trending on feed. As you saw, this is a social platform with some posts from users, and mainly discussed ones are Nasdaq, SP500, Bitcoin, Tesla, and gold. So if you wanna check some news about these assets and buy them, go for it. But that's just some different angle of view, what to buy or what to sell, but they are more or less the same every day. Recently added, this is a list of stocks or commodities, or most likely it's just forex exchange pairs that are added to the platform. So if they were not listed in the past, but you are waiting, so you can go and buy them right now, because yeah, they are added, and that was you're looking for. And the last section is smart portfolios. This is a kind of thematic stocks or collection by different category. For example, AI revolution. If I click on this one, you will see stocks of the companies related to AI. And if I click on portfolio, you can see for sure Nvidia, Microsoft, Google here, because they are huge investors in the AI, which get some traction and interest this year because of ChatGPT and all other cool new advancements in technologies. So if you believe in the growth of such tech, basically in the growth of the companies who behind all these technologies, you can invest in this smart portfolio. And here you can see performance of this portfolio. So with asterisk, this is a kind of planet or non-real stats. Basically, it started only on February. I mean, listed on eToro, and in the past, if they use the same logic or strategy of investing that they are currently using, this portfolio would get such results. As you can see, it lost about third last year, but this year it's already made about 12%. So just to give you some idea how it's selected or how it performed. And let's come back to the cloud computing, and here you should see companies of global cloud providers such as Cloudflare and maybe some Amazon. Yeah, I'm not seeing it here, but it should be. Yeah, it should be here. And also Snowflake, which is data storage. Seagate, because in the end everything is stored on the hard drives, and Seagate, one of the biggest hard drive providers, same as Western Digital, but you got the idea. There are biggest companies who are participating in current cloud computing, such as MongoDB, which is a NoSQL database, or Atlassian. Everybody from IT world knows Confluence and Jira. So yeah, that's basically it. Collection of biggest IT stocks that you can invest into as a bucket. So it's some kind of ETF, but from eToro. That was an overview section, but there is some subsections. For example, stocks. If I click here, I will see a list of stocks more or less the same that was on an overview section, like daily movers that I already explained it. Same was with trending stocks. With market analysis, you might see what's there. It's based on market insights. As you can see, most of the guys are buying, but someone is selling. I guess yellow is natural. You might get some ideas for yourself, whatever to buy or sell here. So just another way, like from technical analysis. And go to the popular picks. Yeah, here is expected Apple, Nvidia, AMD, Intel, Sony, Xiaomi, and Plug. This is an unexpected to see here, but yeah, looks like people trading or investing in that company recently. Equity focused, these folks are copy traders or copy investors that are mainly investing in stocks. So you might check portfolios of any of them and see if you want to copy them. And stock-based portfolios that I already explained about smart portfolios, because these portfolios are kind of collection of assets, and this collection might be a collection of different assets, for example Bitcoin and stocks. And here we see stocks based portfolios, so they are stocks only portfolios. And yeah, for example, renewable energy, it is all about green energy. Dividend growth is for those who wants to invest in companies with high dividends or just paying dividends. And in the game, this is a smart portfolio with collection of stocks related to gaming industry, such as Electronic Arts, maybe some Unreal Engine. I think Unreal Engine is not listed yet, but let's actually double check what's here. Oh yeah, there you see Meta games, Meta platforms, Activision Blizzard, everybody knows World of Warcraft, Nvidia, Qualcomm, because Qualcomm makes the fastest chips and which allow you to play on your mobile, and So come back to the main page. The next one is crypto. Same here as before. You can see different trending assets or daily movers, and some filters by market cap. Same as in the past with equity, but now copy traders or investors that are focused on cryptocurrency and their performance. And same with portfolios. They have crypto related portfolios, and as you can see, it's in a drawdown now because crypto was falling for the last almost 2 years, and it's expected to pick up this year and go up, but nobody knows in the future. So that's the crypto portfolio section. And if you wanna trade like on the forex market, you can check crypto crosses, because if you click, let's say, coins, you will see cryptocurrencies, and you can just buy like in a spot market. Or if you want to trade like in a forex market, you might go to crypto crosses, as I mentioned it, and buy let's say Ethereum to BTC or EOS to XLM. So it's really like a forex market. Currency crosses is the same as a forex market, only difference that this is a crypto to fiat, and crypto crosses was crypto to crypto pairs. So this only the difference. And commodity crosses as expected, and actually it's only one here. It's gold to Bitcoin. Next one, indexes. And here no filters, nothing, because we have only 20 indexes listed. The biggest ones are SP 500 and Nasdaq 100. And you have also indexes related to some to some country like Germany or UK or Spain or France. Also you have a bigger index for 50 biggest European stocks, which is EU STX 50. But also here for different regions such as Australia, China, Hong Kong, and Netherlands. This is a countrywide index. And next one is commodities. Here we see all kind of commodities, not only fossils, but also some cocoa, wheat. I hope I pronounce it correctly, as I'm not native speaker. But also there are palladium, sugar, copper, platinum, silver, nut gas, oil, gold, and several other ones like cotton or soybeans. So if you want to invest in any of those, you might check the look price, and then based on your investigation, if you want this is a good idea or time to invest, you can invest in commodities on eToro too. Next one is currencies. Currencies is a forex market, so if you traded forex somewhere else on the different platforms, you won't see any difference here. You have a list of pairs. The most known are euro to USD dollar, or USD to Swiss franc, or dollar to Japan yen. So that's the way how to trade forex here on eToro. And the next one is ETFs. As you can see, I am heavily invested in ETFs because I am slowly switching from picking stocks myself to just trading ETFs. And looking at my performance for the last half a year or year, I see this is a better strategy compared to what I used before, trying to pick stocks myself. So now I'm just trading ETFs or switching to the ETF trading. And here, as you can see, a lot of them, and as I mentioned already, you can filter and see what ETFs risen or what ETFs are dropping in the price, and based on this you can decide for yourself what to buy. And eToro has 300 ETFs listed. And the last one, something 2020-ish, someone call it is NFTs. If you want to buy NFTs or collect them, you need to install a separate application, as it's available only through that application. I call it Delta. It's a Delta tracker available on Play Market or Apple Market, so you have to install it on your mobile, and then you can buy some NFTs there. I didn't do it myself, I mean with NFTs, but I do install it there, Delta tracker, and this is really good because it allows you to track your portfolio performance not only on eToro but on other exchanges such as Binance or Kraken or KuCoin. So it would be really interesting to see and nice like your performance at the whole, not just a single broker. So make sure to check out and install Delta by eToro and see yourself is it good or no. And finally, I want to show you how to actually buy a stock. So if you go to stocks, for example, you can select some daily movers, or you can select by exchange, I mean filter by exchange. If it's a company traded on Paris or Frankfurt exchange, or you don't care, you may be interested only in technology companies or maybe software or retail companies, so you can do some filtering, and as you can see, it will show you appropriate list of these companies. And yeah, there is just different ways how to find the good candidates. But for example, I know already that I'm going to buy Brembo stock, because now cars are switching to electric and they are become more performant, so braking in cars should be even more performant than before. So that's why I guess investing in Brembo, who made performant and really cool brakes, is a good opportunity. So I can type the company name, and as you can see from the name, it's traded on Milano exchange. So, and here is some kind of overview of company health and current performance. So it, in the slope, I draw down right now, but let's check the chart. And by default, it shows you some kind of trading approach with 1 minute candles. But as I'm longer term investor, I want to look at a longer chart, like daily chart or 4 hours chart. And let's say on weekly. Yeah, it might go down a little bit, but still I think this is a good opportunity. And if we look at the daily chart, yeah, it might be go up in the future. We might expect, looking at the weekly chart, that it will go down to 11, might be, but might be not. It really depends on what will be going on in Europe. But just for the sake of this demonstration, let me show you how to buy it. So I need to click on invest and then type $10. This is a minimum investment available on eToro, and yeah, I just need to click open trade. But for example, if I want to buy a little bit lower, I can change from trade to order, put price $13, amount $10, and then set order. So as you can see, order received, and when prices go down to $13, the position will be opened. And yeah, that's as simple as that. And you can see this pending order on your portfolio. So if you click on portfolio page, you will see that I have a pending order to buy a Brembo stock on Milano exchange for $10. And yeah, the current pricing you see here for sell and buy. And once it's dropped down, yep, I will buy it. So this concludes eToro copy trading platform review for today, and I will be making new videos about market overview, where it's going and what are good opportunities from my standpoint on every Monday. So keep subscribed to the channel, and I hope it will be helpful for you to check them out too and get some ideas about places or assets where to invest into. So I hope this information was helpful. If yes, please like and subscribe, and see you in the next video. Ciao.